airing of the Manny Pacquiao fight. I'm not one to question the matchups or anything like that. I don't be political, but some of the fans feel that based off his performance with Spence that, you know, a Manny Pacquiao fight coming off that wouldn't be justifiable. But how do you see it?
I think, Mikey Garcia is like what a 4 division world champion, top 10 pound for pound fighter even today, has a huge following, a big fan base. So I think, you can definitely make a case for that fight. And it's not so much about he didn't win his last fight. So, I mean, this is not... We moved on. Thank God we moved on from that in boxing, that it's not so much anymore about how many did you win, how many did you lose. It's about how exciting of a matchup that is. And I think any boxing fan you ask would have to agree that the matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia would be an exciting matchup, and it would be a mega event. By the way, so would be Manny Pacquiao against the winner of Spence. And Manny Pacquiao against any of these guys is must see TV. Manny Pacquiao against Danny Garcia. Shit, who wouldn't want to see that? That's the beauty of these welterweights, and that the beauty is that, as I said before, you can mix and match, and you really cannot come up with a bad matchup. You're gonna throw this other guy in there, right up there, Keith Thurman, when he's healed, which will be sometime next year, and who wouldn't want to see him back? I mean, this guy is never in a bad fight. You can put him and mix him in with any of those guys, and that's why it's sort of like for Crawford, it's like. You see what Spence has done on his resume, and you see what some of these other guys have done. It's just more than what Spence has done. But I don't want to knock Spence. Spence is a great fighter. He's absolutely is one of the best welterweights. But there are within the PBC umbrella just so many fights that can happen, which are just as good. Now, if they wouldn't be as good, it's a different story. But they're just as good, if not better.
Gotcha. Speaking of Spence, he wins the IBF title, he wins the WBC title. We all know that he wants Pacquiao next. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Now, if he can't get Pacquiao, will he be the A side in all the negotiations going forward, whether it's Pacquiao or Crawford or anyone else?
Well, first of all, everybody wants Pacquiao, and because he's the legend, we talked about that before. So we just have to see on how it plays out. But if you establish yourself as pound for pound the best fighter with back-to-back performances, assuming he wins against Sean Porter, coming off the win over Mikey Garcia, you're pound for pound the best fighter in the world. So you do want, so you do have leverage. You are the king of the hill. You're like Floyd. I mean, Floyd wasn't there overnight. He worked his way up, and he became the king of the hill. And Spence is on his way to become that king of the hill.